This is how busy our everyday life is. Waking up every day early in the morning, going about our daily hustles and bustles of life in making sure that we put food on the table. If you are a student, in making sure that you catch up on studies so that you don't fail an exam. Welcome to 15 minutes of infotainment, your authoritative infotainment provider. My name's Mr. TM, the Afro Man. Without wasting any second of your busy schedule, let's get into our hidden treasure. Nukwase, take us away.
I'm Nukwase Tembo, and I'm a visual artist. I've been practicing since 2014 professionally, but I've been an artist pretty much all my life. What prompted me to become a visual artist is the fact that I wanted to do something that I was really good at. I didn't want to work in a profession that I would feel like I hate my job or any of those things. I wanted to do something that I was really good at and something that I really loved. So when I discovered that I could go to school for art and even work as an artist professionally, that's the time I actually made the decision to say this is what I want to do, and I went for it. What I am achieving with my art is that I'm using my art as a form of activism. So I advocate for human rights using my artwork. So the main focus of my work currently is in normalizing blackness. This is done by trying to establish what it really means to exist as a black woman, mostly in today's world, you know, without disregarding the many complexities and the many rigidities that are attached to black womanhood, black African womanhood. If I was given an opportunity to change one thing with my art, I think I would change inequality in the world, like across the board. I would want societies across the world to attain social equilibrium. I think that's the one thing that I would really, really like to change using my work. I was inspired to do surreal art by my uncle. He used to draw a lot back in the day. So he's not an artist anyway, like professionally, but he has the talent for it. So I came across one of his drawings when I was, I think, 10 years old. And I was really inspired by his work. And when I decided to do art, and then I came across the surrealism movement, and I liked the work as well. So it was something that really inspired me to even do it even further, because it's something I'd always wanted to do from the time I saw my uncle's work. How I would define surrealism in layman's language is realistic images presented in an unreal or dreamlike manner. I think the role of art in the society is to push forward thinking. I believe that we are where we are today as a society because of art, because of artists. From the things we wear, the phones that we use, the cars that we drive, the houses we live in, all these things were created in the minds of artists. So I'd like to explain one of my works that I created last year, and the title is Shades of Hue. It's a mixed media on canvas, and this one talks about colorism, which is an offshoot of racism, and it exists within African countries and every country across the globe, where people are treated differently according to their skin tone. So the lighter you are as a black person, the better the treatment, because you are mostly aligned to whiteness. And then the darker you are, the more negative treatment you receive, because darkness is more aligned to Africanness, and Africanness is aligned to many negative aspects. So there's a lot of negativity that is aligned to being African and dark. So yeah, this basically talks about that, and it's very prevalent, mostly amongst women. Yeah. So if you would like to see more of my work, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The name of my page is Keeping It Surreal Nukwase Tembo Art.
Nibani akukuja, nibani akuvalika nsapato kumendo, nibani akupa mutenge wanganda ulala pani, auso alikuni mwana wa mama tiwepo, 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 osalila, osalila, tiwepo, tiwepo, kosalimba shansha, kosa sebenzesha shansha, ntawi yako yufika nilelo, ntawi yako yufika, ntawi yako yufika, tiwepo,
This is how the traffic is along Independence Avenue right here in Lusaka Central Business District. Let us know where you are watching Infotainment from via the text line at the bottom of your screens. Speaking of which, let's move on and get into our Celebrities Digest. Celebrities Digest is what we are into right here on 15 Minutes of Infotainment. Today we are digesting it off with the award-winning Mr. Axid C. Sakala, who happens to be the Assistant Programs Officer and the coordinating officer right here at Africa Directions. Let's get into the digest and see what we have on the digest today. How are you doing, big man?
Great, my guy.
We awesome. God is blessing. We can't complain.
Thank God.
Awesome. It's good to have you on our show.
Thank you so much. Pleasure's all mine.
All right. So here we like starting our interviews on a lighter note. Quickly, what would you say are the three things that best describes who you are?
Okay. The first one is determination. Yes. Then the second thing is hard work.
Okay.
Yes. Also the other thing it's just love for the community of Mtendere, the community where I come from. Just that really, pushes me to do something great every day on a daily basis.
Let's throw it back to how you got yourself into acting. I must believe you've acted in so many movies that I've seen you in. Let's just throw it back to how this journey began of you acting.
This journey began in 2004. I don't know, not 2004, actually 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, some back then when I was somewhere in grade 6. That's when this journey started. I could see my seniors acting and all that, and I could admire all the time until I approached the drama coordinator at the school where I was going to then. And then that's how they engaged me in a drama club.
All right. So speaking of which, what would you say is that one thing that you love the most about acting?
Wow, just the change of character. You see, yeah, just being another person.
Okay.
Acting as another person really makes me so happy. I feel like, okay, I can do anything with my acting skills, with my acting career. I've learned to actually use my voice to speak at least in different languages, different probably I can say accents and all that. Yes. I've trained myself to do that, and just the fact that you have people that are learning from you through your acting skills and all that. Yes, because with African Directions, there are times we go in the community to go and give out information, to go and sensitize on HIV/AIDS, teenage pregnancy, early marriages, and all that. Just for me, knowing that I am using my talent to convey a certain message. That.
Right. Speaking of getting into characters, I would want you to look into the camera and get into character of what you've depicted in all of the productions that you've been into.
Pondamatic, I have told you several times never to disturb the spirits of the Lord. Pondamatic, you will not scare me anymore. I tell you, not anymore. You will not scare me anymore.
I think that's
yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense. And speaking of which, congratulations to your name. You have so many accolades. You are just telling me of the 4 accolades that you've won in the Natas National Festivals for the seniors, isn't it? What awards have you gotten overall in these awards?
Best Supporting Actor Awards. Yes, I have 2 that I've gotten with Africa Directions. The first one I got in 2014 when we did a play called Shades of My Village. And then secondly I got another one when we did a play called play titled Kingdom War. Yes, and then from there I went on to I performed also for the Zambia National Service as an Zanase Theatre Club, where I have 2 awards to my name. The first one was a play titled Wife and Maid, yes, which was written by Jomwa Msinje Mwale. May his soul rest in peace.
For you, I've said you've won all these awards in the line of theatre. So what would you say are major challenges that theatre clubs are facing today in the country?
I would say support, probably, yes, because most of theatre groups don't participate in festivals because they lack financial support. Yes, they lack financial support, and also just financial support is actually the major challenge, because talent is there. We have a huge talent in Zambia. You can see young people are willing to act, they're eager to learn something new every day, but just the financial support really is a big challenge. Sometimes the festival not in Lusaka, somewhere in Livingstone, Dola, and all that, and these groups from within Lusaka traveling, going to those places, it's a huge challenge financially. Most I think that's a huge challenge.
All right, so from your experience, would you advise one person to get into the film industry? Is it an industry where someone can be able to learn to earn a living out of?
Yes, the film industry.
The film industry. Let's zero it down to film. Okay.
Film. Yes. I think let me appreciate Zambezi Magic with what they're doing now, because at least they put Zambian artists at least there now. Where a Zambian actor is getting at least even 20,000 per month. That's a plus for us as actors. You see, back then we never used to see this. We used to famous actor getting an allowance of 200 kwacha per episode and all that. But now Zambezi Magic has really brought this respect in the film industry and all that. So I'm just probably just praying that other media houses could
emulate the same.
Yes.
So right here we like ending our interviews with the random hotspot. So I ask you 3 questions randomly about the history of Zambia and expect you to answer each one of them under 30 seconds.
Oh my word. Jesus. Okay, great.
All right, so we'll see how best you used to be intelligent in school. Obviously, you are not amongst those people who used to who tell their children, in school I used to get number one. So we want to see if you used to get number 1 as well.
Okay. I don't know about that, getting number 1, but anyway, you can ask me the question.
All right, question 1. How many colors on the Zambian national flag?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, black, yellow, orange, and green.
Yeah. All right, question 2. Who composed the Zambian national anthem?
Enoch Sontonga.
Oh, correct. Question 3. Let's throw it back to Mr. Kaunda.
Okay.
Dr. Kaunda. For how many months was Dr. Kaunda prisoned before he became president?
How many months? That's like 28 years.
No.
Yeah, after the research.
Okay. Thank you very much, God. At least you thought 1. So that's 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah, that's
great,
9 months.
9 months.
Okay.
I think I missed when the teacher was teaching.
All right. Thank you very much for allowing us to come through.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hello, this is Ethan,
I'm Robbie.
and we're the makers of Mafela. And you're watching 15 minutes of.
Infotainment.
Stay tuned.
Say hello to my little friend.
Alright, so after learning through how busy Lusaka City is every Mondays, it is of that time that I have to leave you. My name is Mr. TM, the Afroman, the host of the most authoritative infotainment provider. Till next week, it is Sharp Wafi. But disclaimer, if it's beyond 15 minutes, turn it off.